rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. They start on the ground here with Blunt. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Again, here's Blunt. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Hyde. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think we saw some of the best qualities of Carlos Hyde on that run. Able to pick up something there, being physical running the football. But I think he's got really good vision and great feet. He's going to be the key to this offense really being revitalized.
Hyde. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run again with Blunt. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now Blunt. Room here to run. Garrett Blunt. He's at the 30. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 63 yards. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Smallwood. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Sidney Jones. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll start by running the option to the right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Here's Blunt. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. On the toss, this is Blunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Wentz now to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Let's go!
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Wentz now on first down. Screen pass to Sproles. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Play clock winding down. They'll look to throw. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled, except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Hoyer. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now Hoyer. And Robinson with a big catch. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll set up to throw. Dancing, and he's in for the 49ers score. Gold to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking. Get it.
Touchdown, 49ers! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back. Hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a carry for Blunt. And an alley to run.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Eagles on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Wentz going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's coming again.
Here's Donnie Jones now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded inside the 5. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners are going to take possession, albeit deep in their own territory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hurry up, here we go.
Hoyer. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And just shutting him off there. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And out now come the Eagles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Wentz now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. Shift together here from the D-line. He's back to throw. Screen pass to Blunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. They'll look to throw. And Selleck here left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Eluding the pressure right. And he connects with Ertz. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Niners, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.